Hey, what's up, Design Draw? Just wanted to give you a few little words of clarification for your next assignment. First of all, let me start off by saying this assignment is mostly about rhythm, repetition, and variety. All right. The inspiration for this assignment comes from something called a complex coloring page. All right. You guys may have heard of these. They're supposed to be really relaxing, calming, kind of a hypnotic, meditative kind of a thing. Basically, what it is a really, really complex design that you can go in and color with markers or color pencils. And it looks something like what you're seeing up here on the screen. All right, so I just Googled a few examples. You can see what a complex coloring page looks like. It's a series of repetitive patterns, kind of in a similar vein as a Zentangle. But we're going to have you guys create these with one of the design principles, which is rhythm. All right. If you go into your notes in Schoology, it's going to give you a little bit of vocabulary. Now, you don't have to copy these into a sketchbook or anything like that. There's a page available that you can look at and kind of go over. But these are going to be some of the vocabulary terms that are on the Design to Draw final. So you may want to check them out briefly before you get started on the assignment. All right. So things like pattern, rhythm, motif, make sure you're familiar with those. On your assignment, we're going to be creating a motif on a small tile and then taking that small tile and expanding it on a grid into your bigger final draft design. All right. So there are different types of rhythm, regular, alternating, flowing, progressive, and random. You can look at those examples. There's certainly examples on the internet and things like that. But basically, each one of these is a different way of repeating that motif, that little unit of a pattern, and doing it in regular ways, obviously, like the one you see here, alternating, etc. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take a small design that you create and we're going to make a pattern from it. And from that pattern, we're going to expand it into a larger complex design. And you're going to start to see some kind of interesting effects when you repeat the design in different ways. All right, so going back to the assignment, I know that some of you are getting a little bit of digital art fatigue. With that in mind, you can do this assignment by hand if you want to, or you can do it using Adobe Illustrator digitally if you want to. There are videos included in Schoology that show you exactly how to do this. We are going to be taking a small tile and expanding it and making it into a larger design like the example that you see here. What starts with a small 2 inch by 2 inch square is going to expand into a total of 8 inches by 8 inches. So we're going to repeat it a total of 16 times. All right. If you want to do it digitally in Illustrator, basically you're going to open up a document in a square format. You're going to bring up the grid like you see here, and you're going to make each one of your tile squares 2 inches, and then follow the steps in the video to repeat and turn and flip and do all kinds of different stuff with that. Personally, I think the digital version goes a little bit quicker. It allows you to experiment, be creative, and repeat something a little faster than it does by hand. But we've got tons of time, so if you guys want to do it using your pencil and paper and markers and things like that, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to switch views real quick and blow this up. In Schoology, you will find a document that's got some rough drafts. All right, I know it's backwards, but this is what we're looking at. All right, each one of these tiles is like your sketch. Now, regardless of whether you're doing this in Illustrator or with a pencil and paper, I want you to start by sketching a few ideas for your design on this paper, and then there's a second piece where you can take that design and put it together in different ways and just kind of experiment and see what will happen when you combine that pattern with itself or with other patterns, or that motif, excuse me. All right, so basically, let me switch views again. I'm gonna flip this down. All right, so on my worksheet, there are a couple of instructions that you need to make sure you follow. One is like, don't put anything in the center, don't cut the square directly across at any angle, so you don't want to bisect the square. Uh, Make sure you have some negative spaces, vary your shapes and sizes. I told you at the outset that this was going to be about rhythm, repetition, and variety. So basically, this design, you're going to want to start in the corner somewhere, and it can be this corner or one of the other ones, it doesn't really matter. And you're just going to start designing by adding some lines and shapes into the square. Now this square, again, this tile is going to be your motif. So your motif is the unit that will be repeated in your final draft design. All right, so whatever you do in this one, we're going to make copies of it in your final draft. All right, so again, you want to try and vary with some large, medium, and small sizes. So, if your design looks too open, then go back in and add more stuff to it. Try and kind of vary the amount of negative space and the size of things in each one of these tiles. Because if you get some variety in there, it's going to end up with a much more interesting looking result, and your design will be much more interesting and complex and kind of cool to look at if I got a bunch of different stuff going on. All right, so going to add a few more to my first sketch, and then I'm just going to move on and start working on my next sketch. So I can start in the corner again. Doesn't matter if it's the same corner or not. And because I'm trying to experiment and be creative, I want to add a little bit of variety. So I'm going to try to make the motif that I'm working with look different from the last one. All right. Try and vary the size, small, medium, and large. Make sure you got, some examples of each in each one of these tiles. If the design looks goofy and you don't like it, you don't have to use it. So there's no pressure to really make it look a certain way. And I'm just kind of free forming it here a little bit, trying to do something that'll fill up some space and then going back and adding some things to create variety and maybe some visual interest in some of these spots where it's kind of open and blank. All right. So this is how you start, whether you're doing this digitally or you're doing it by hand. Everybody starts with some sketches. All right. After you have completed your sketches, we're going to take one of these design motifs and we are going to place a blank sheet of paper over it, and we're going to trace it out on the blank sheet of paper. And then from there, you will either turn the design and trace a second copy, or you can flip the design and trace a copy, or you can rotate the design and trace a copy. All right, so basically, again, what we're working with is you're trying to create something that looks like this design right here. Okay, so your design motif, imagine this is your small 2-inch square right here. You're taking it and you're flipping it, or you're rotating it, or you're incorporating a second design like this one has the star and the eye. You're taking and alternating, trying to apply some of those different types of rhythm that you see in the note page. All right. So once you're done, again, you're going to have a design that's a grid of small squares that's got designs that look kind of like these. You can either go in and color those with marker or colored pencil if you have those at home, or if you're doing it digitally, you're going to follow the instructions on the video and fill with solid colors or gradients to make this really colorful, really cool looking pattern design. And hopefully give yourself some time to just kind of chill out and color and be calm and, just sort of block out everything else for a minute. All right, so check out the notes, print off the sketch page, or you can trace it off your screen if you don't have a printer. Once you have started sketching your design tiles, like I did here, then you're going to take your best one or a couple of them or 3 or 4 of them if you want to. You can try and fit as many different patterns on there as you want to, and you're going to basically trace those out into a grid so that when you're all finished, you've got something that looks like this example here. There's also example in the instructions in Schoology. All right, have fun. If you have questions, email me. You guys have 4 class periods to work on this because it will take a little while to repeat all those squares and do all those little designs and then color it too. I'm not going to collect your sketches for a grade. That's just going to be part of completing the assignment. So it's incorporated in the 100 points. And so I'll be looking for those in a few days. And again, if you have questions, email me, let me know. Otherwise, hope you enjoy it. This is the complex coloring page. Good luck, guys.